Yeah, I did.
Elevate your mind. D-Truth TV. Welcome to D-Truth TV. Yeah, you already know what time it is. Let's go. Yeah, turn the volume up. If it ain't true, don't press play. Welcome to the lie where the facts don't hide. D-Truth TV, going live, real stories, no disguise. President of the Wolfpack, open up your eyes. 20 East, stand tall, hear the wisdom when you speak. Elevate your mind every time you hit the screen. Love yourself first, that's the code, that's the key. Self-love, the realest kind of love you'll ever see. He don't spoon feed lies, he say check it yourself. Do the research, stack the knowledge on the shelf. No gossip in the chat, bring receipts to stay quiet. Truth hit different when the fake can't deny it. Stories from the streets, real pain, real glory. Every live session feel like documentary stories. Not here for clout, not chasing no fame. Just lighting up minds while exposing the game. People wanna argue but the facts don't bend. He teaches self-respect before you follow trends. Cause when you love through manipulation get blurry. You see through nonsense, clear visuals. TV, going live, real stories, no disguise. President of the Wolfpack, open up your eyes. 20 East, stand tall, hear the wisdom when you speak. Elevate your mind every time you hit the stream. Love yourself first, that's the code, that's the key. Self-love, the realest kind of love you'll ever see. He say elevate your thoughts, don't settle for less. Now legit, heavy like a weight on your chest. Challenge what you hear, don't believe every sound. Truth stands strong when the rumors fall down. Internet loud, but integrity louder. Fake energy fade when your spirit get prouder. One of a kind, can't copy that lane. Motivation mixed with a little street game. If they twist in the story, he correcting the view. Don't trust me blindly, go fact check it too. Who gon' love you better than you love yourself? Can't buy peace of mind sitting high on the shelf. Respect and remember that's wealth untold. Self-love turn pressure into diamonds. D-Truth TV, going live, real stories, no disguise. President of the Wolfpack, open up your eyes. 20 East, stand tall, hear the wisdom when you speak. Elevate your mind every time you hit the screen. TV, going live, real stories, no disguise. President of the Wolfpack, open up your eyes. 20 East, stand tall, hear the wisdom when you speak. Elevate your mind every time you hit the screen. Love the respect, you let the fake fall away. Self-love, the strongest thing walking earth today. D-Truth TV, going live. Open up your eyes. D-Truth TV, going live. Open up your eyes. D-Truth TV.
Hey, you know what? Hey, I was like, dang, I'm gonna bump this in my doggone car with the lean on.
I'm in Chicago. How you doing, sweetie? Hey, Jay Styles. Hi.
Hey, respect to Jay Styles, Miss Chicago, Jay Styles, aka Brooklyn Hood. How you doing tonight, sis? How you doing tonight?
Man, I have to get rid of this creative energy. Hi, Denise. I have to get rid of this creative energy, so I've been writing again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I started writing again. I think I'm gonna go ahead and stick with it because it's a talent, that I like I said, all my life I've been around musicians all my life, and I used to listen like when rap first came out and stuff like that, and I got a chance to hear it. My cousins were, writing and all this stuff. So I picked it up. For years I was the only girl. So, we were pretend we were performing, we were a group and stuff like that. So, I've always known how to write and stuff like that. So I just decided to go ahead and, get back into it. So that's what I'm gonna be doing now. So if anybody need music, let me know. But if there's a certain way that you want it, I write music. If you want a certain type of song, you tell me. Like D2 gave me a description on some things that he wanted taken care of, and I did it. So I'm gonna ask him now. How did you like the song?
Which one?
The one that the one that I emailed to you. I'm not gonna say which one.
Oh yeah.
The 90s jam. The 90s jam.
Put it away. I already sent it to him. What I tell you,
So
I loved it.
my question is
I
okay.
loved it. I loved it.
That's what I was
I
waiting to
loved it.
hear.
I loved it. Cause I'm like that. I'm like this right here. If I didn't like it, you know I would have called and told you. You
Oh,
already know
I'd have
that.
cussed your butt out too.
Hey, it's just like somebody uh, ask you how their food tastes, right?
Right, right.
You gonna lie to them, tell them it tastes good? No, you know that it don't taste worth. You know what? No, it don't taste worth a damn.
No,
You
I
gonna
get
lie
what you're
to them?
saying.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I get what you're
But
saying.
I loved it, and I got some more ideas running around my head. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
and just like with yeah, 106 in chat is coming back. We just it's scheduling issues. Okay, 106 in chat it has it gone nowhere? Gone nowhere.
Togethers in school. Togethers in school. That's what the holdup is.
Oh, so we got but oh, you like that? You like that? You like that song, Miss Chicago? She said
Oh,
that
okay.
song was a
Thank
jam.
you.
That song was
Thank
a jam.
you. Thank you,
Yeah.
Miss Chicago. Thank you.
See, we always show love to our family. No one said we always show love. If the new create something, hey, we show love to her. We give her credit together. No matter who creates something, we always show love in this family.
Yeah,
Stop,
if
stop me
anybody,
if I'm
I'm
wrong.
sorry. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to overtalk you, but if anybody need any intros or outros or something, like music to play in the background while their stream is going, you guys contact D Truth, and he will
By
get to
email.
me.
By
Yeah,
email.
he'll get to me. I always let my brothers stand in front of me so that I could stay protected. I never put myself out there to be taken advantage of because I did one song for somebody and they said I'm gonna pay you and they didn't pay. So what I said was it's okay, no problem. I didn't give you my best, but it's okay, you got it.
Hmm. Well,
I got the
I,
banging ass version of it and you can't have it.
but I'm gonna ask Miss Chicago. I'm gonna ask Miss Chicago like this.
Okay.
My intro, right? Would you play that in your car, in your house? Would you play that at a party? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. If she said she would do that, play it in a car at a party, wherever, should we be jamming? Hey, yeah. But elevate. What I mean by elevate, yeah, you can elevate in life, right?
Mhm.
You can elevate your pockets, right? It's easy to elevate your pockets, right? It's easy to
Okay.
elevate that, right?
Uh-huh.
But one thing people don't elevate is their mind.
Right.
They don't elevate their mind. And I got two or three stories here, right? Okay, Miss Chicago. Oh, you here when it's the outro too, so you'll be here. Yeah, and I got to give credit to this little sister, right? Unfortunately, she's not here. Trying to protect her big sister from bullies.
Oh wow.
Yeah, devastated. Middle schooler dies after protecting sister from school bully who threw a water bottle at her head. And guess what? It wasn't no plastic water bottle.
It
It
better
wasn't a
not have
metal
been
water
one of
bottle.
those. That's what I about to say. It better not have been the metal one.
Yeah. Here's the story. This per Atlanta Black Star. Hold on. What she said? Hold on. Who she said? She said. Miss Chicago said. Hold on. Hold on. Miss Chicago said yes. I was bumping it on the bus jamming. Go ahead, Miss Chicago. Go ahead.
Oh wow! So somebody
And
threw a
yeah,
metal water bottle and hit a girl in the head for protecting her sister.
Yeah, and here's the story. This per Atlanta Black Star, right? A 12-year-old girl's death has triggered a homicide investigation in Los Angeles after she was hit in the head by a water bottle while trying to protect her sister from bullying. Kimberly, I can't pronounce her last name. First, I can't pronounce her middle of last name. Died on February 25th following a brain surgery. Her death happened just days after another student threw the metal bottle at her head at, you probably know how to pronounce this, RESEDA High School, a charter school that enrolls children from grade 6 to
Reseda.
12. Yeah.
Reseda. That's the VAP. That okay, let me tell you about Reseda real quick before you finish the story. Reseda
Mm.
is the I'm gonna do it like this, like, oh my god, totally. Those kind of people.
Let me take a wild guess. Valley Girls.
There you
Uh,
go. Yeah. So
uh,
yeah,
uh, uh,
pretty much.
like the Williams and White Chicks, something like that,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's more, and a lot of black people are moving in, and it's a very it's not a poor area. It's very very nice, very 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 expensive to live there.
What's up, Armando? What's up? What's up? Okay,
Hey
just finished.
Mondo, what's up, bro?
Okay, that was reported by KTLA, right? Her mother said that the
Camouflage.
day of the, her mother said the day of that incident, a group of other students were bullying her other older sister, older sister. The missile time At the missile time, she was in the school hallway when a tall boy came up to her, said of her older daughter per KABS. KABC, I meant, excuse me. I can't talk today. Blah, 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 blah. I cannot talk today. I can't talk today. What's really going on? Okay. He was pushing her, and my daughter told him, "What's your problem with me? Let's go to the principal office to talk about it." But he ignored her. See, that wasn't the sister that got hit in the head with a water ball. That's the one that was being bullied. She has a point. She had a point there, right? She was
Right.
thinking with her head. Let go. If you got a problem with me, let's go to the principal office to talk about it.
Question: did they say
Go
the
ahead.
ethnicity of the boy that pushed her?
No, we can speculate, but we ain't gonna speculate around here. You know what I'm saying? We gonna speculate, but he ignored that. Okay. Kimberly intervened and tried to separate her sister from the bullies. And her mother said, "My daughter goes and pull her away so they don't get hit, so they don't hit her sister." And that's when Kimberly gets hit in the head. So the little sister was trying to be the peacemaker. You notice that, right? She tried to be the peacemaker, get her sister away from me.
Right.
So that's that's a type that's a type of elevation I'm talking about. She tried to be one, the older sister. She was trying to be the cooler head, and the little sister. Hey, hey, come, I'm gonna ask you this question. People in the chat. Now, if that was your little brother or little sister did that, you already know what would have went on.
Oh,
You already know
yeah.
what would have. Yep. Oh, you want to try to put in my sister? Oh, you already know what you finna get. So then it said Kimberly was immediately taken to the emergency room where she was treated and then discharged. But see, this is the problem I got with this right here, this part. But days later, she collapsed and had to be rushed to the hospital again to be treated for brain hemorrhage. One, you just treated her, right? The hospital just treated her,
What they
and
should
then
have
discharged.
done,
They should have
what
kept her. Go
they
ahead,
should
go ahead.
have done MRIs and all types of scans once they found out that it was a object used to hit her in the head. But sometimes, um, depending on where she went for treatment, if it was a community like I don't know what hospital she went to, what doctor's office she went to, but she should have definitely, as a minor, should have been admitted, like you said. Hello, MDCIX. How are you?
What's her 1609? That's who that
Goddamn.
is. Yeah, that's my thought. So go to the hospital, get treated, then get released without forming no kind of test. I don't know that they performing the test or not, but more likely they did. You feel what I'm saying? More likely they
But
did.
sometimes, but
But
sometimes here, they will tell you to follow up with your primary doctor. So because a lot, depending on your insurance out here, and depending on the severity of it, um, like I fractured my ankle, and I was in a lot of pain, and my job required a lot of walking. So what they did was they did the X-rays, and they didn't see the fracture because of the way it had been fractured. And so they gave me a soft cast, and they put me in a boot with some crutches. So when I went to my doctor, he then recommended me out to a specialist. When I
mhm.
went to the specialist, that's when they had the more advanced to find out exactly where the fracture was, and they were able to, treat me. So sometimes they don't have all those resources.
I'm gonna say this right here. I don't care. You go to okay. Okay, let's say she went to the hospital, not the community
Okay.
cat. All right, I'm gonna ask you this question. I'm gonna ask the chat this question. I already know the answer. I'm gonna say,
Okay.
if my child got hit in the head with something, a metal water bottle, if you get hit in the head with just about anything,
We ain't going home.
uh, that's what I'm saying. You gonna run on? Okay, you don't have it. Call another hospital so they can run tests to see my child okay.
Right, but like I said, it depends on the insurance that that person have. If they have a certain type of insurance where they're saying, okay, it doesn't appear to be an immediate danger or whatever it is that they made a decision on, then
Hmm.
they have to go home the next morning. They are supposed to follow up because they release you and say, hey, tomorrow morning, get up, call your primary doctor. And then the doctor will say, okay, I went to the hospital. Or she'll say, I went to the hospital, she got hit in the head, and they told me to follow up with you. The doctor will then schedule a same day appointment out here. And I'm not just saying it because I'm here, I'm just saying how it goes. Then they will have her come in, and the doctor will start doing the other portion of the what do you call it? God dang it! It was right
Texas.
at the tip. The test. Yeah, they will put the light on their eyes and see if there's any disturbance in their vision, if their eyes are reacting slowly, like slower than normal. Then they will also say, okay, I'm gonna give you this referral, and they will put rush referral. So I'm gonna say this, and I could be wrong. I feel like when they released that girl from the hospital, the mother did not follow up because that's the first thing they do in pediatrics is if something like that happened, they tell you call your doctor tomorrow and take this paperwork with you and let them know that this needs to be like she needs to be seen right away and get the appropriate referrals. So that's what's going to be the kicker is they're going to look and see if that hospital gave her referral, I mean, gave her release information, and if she did not follow that information, that's going to be a problem with her too.
Yeah, but thing I see though with that situation, hey baby girl, when there's respect to you, what I see with that situation is that that's a lot of elements, right? Okay, I don't care what hospital you're at. You're not gonna send my daughter home. You're not gonna send my son home. They just got hit in the brain, and then days later, you see what I'm saying? Then she had to be treated for a brain hemorrhage. You feel what I'm saying?
No,
Let's
I hear
say,
exactly what you're saying,
and
but I
let's say, yeah, she went to her primary doctor, right? And they still wait. But who gonna be at fault?
If she okay, I'm not saying that she did not do it. I'm just telling you how it goes when it's a child involved. They will tell you when they release you, go to your primary doctor. Like when Baby Wolf had a fever and it was the weekend, the doctor office wasn't open and he had a pretty bad fever. So they got the fever down. They sent me home with the appropriate medication. At the bottom, they circled it in big ink. Tomorrow morning, call his doctor right away. And I did exactly what they told me to. That Monday, I was on the phone with his doctor's office, and by that afternoon, about 3 o'clock, I was sitting in the doctor's office, and they made referrals because they wanted to find out what caused him to break out with a fever. They took blood, they took urine, they did all that stuff. This is what I'm saying. Had I not done it, and just said, "Oh well, he seemed like he's doing better." What if something would have happened? Then that would have fell on me. And I'm not saying that's her case.
But I'm saying right here, you gonna accept, oh, a referral, go see your primary doctor. Out your child got hit in the head with a metal water bottle?
It depends on how the child is acting after the fact. Like, let's say, because we're just guessing right now. At this
Yeah.
point, all we're doing is guessing. We don't know the ins and outs. Let's say that Baby Wolf did get hit in the head with a water bottle and it was metal, and I took him to the hospital, and they said, okay, together you need to, in the first thing in the morning, you need to go to his doctor. But meanwhile, while I'm waiting, Baby Wolf is bouncing around like nothing happened, no signs of anything going on. Sometimes a parent will not follow through because they think that that child feels better. But the best thing to do is, it doesn't matter if that child feels better, you still have to be cautious and you still have to continue with the releasing treatment plan that was given to you through the hospital. So the hospital did their due diligence to cover their ass. And they probably did do some x-rays and stuff like that and said, well, there's no broken bones, and the kid probably said, well, it don't hurt as much as it did, and you could never, we don't know. We're guessing.
Yeah. But I'm gonna say this right here. But for what I'm reading though, take it to the emergency room where she was treated and then discharged. So they didn't do too much. You feel what I'm saying? They didn't do too much.
But we don't know
Yeah,
what their
yeah,
definition of treatment is. We don't know. It just says treated. We don't know what
yeah.
they did.
You mean to tell me they read a CAT scan, CT scan, X-rays, and all that thing, all that stuff, and and she goes to see a primary doctor. I'm just being David advocate right here, right now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Hey,
listening.
respect God's true life, respect to you, and I know kids bounce out the wall. People might not seem like people have problems, right? But at the same time, okay, oh, it's just a little bump on the head. Okay, yeah. But I'm gonna read this right what it goes on to say, right? Major blood vessels in her brain ruptured, and she was rushed to the UCLA Children's Hospital, placed in a deuce cover, underwent complex emergency brain surgery. So that tells me what they did just probably about it, like okay, she'll be okay, good follow up, whatever, whatever. They had to rush her back. You see what I'm saying? And if that the case, that said it is. If that the
Hi,
case,
roll lady. Gertrude's
Lord,
life.
Lord, hey, if that the case, that said it is. Somebody failed that child somewhere along the way. Somebody, either the mother, the hospital, or the doctor. You see what I'm saying? Somebody failed her.
Right. That's what I'm saying. A lot of times, like I said, we really don't know. But I do know for a fact, and I'm gonna say this because I know that any head trauma like that, they're going to do x-rays. And let's say they did the x-ray, right? And let's say the kid was still acting lethargic, was still acting out of it. was still acting like they were in a lot of pain, they would not have sent that child home in pain like that. They would have admitted that child, because now they're showing signs that something is going on. If that child's speech was slurred and all that kind of stuff, they would have been like, we need to take different steps, and they would have transferred that child to another hospital, the pediatric
Yeah,
children's hospital in Hollywood. So
yeah.
somebody or that child acted as, or may not acted, but that child probably felt like, oh, I feel better, and then the mom said, hey, how you feeling? Oh, I feel good. But you still can't, as a parent, just because they say they feel good. No, I'm still taking baby Wolf to that follow up. I don't care
I, I,
if you do a backflip or somersault. We still going.
but the thing is, I look at it right here. The bottom line. I look at it. I'm going to say this child, by the name was some Hispanic, Latino, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And we know how hospitals treat Latino, Hispanic, black women, black men. We know how they go, right?
So the girl that
Then,
got hit in the head was Latino.
yeah,
Poor baby.
you see what I'm
Poor
saying?
baby.
You,
Poor
hey,
baby.
you know how hospitals say when some black women go in for pain, and remember the story I read about the lady was in labor, they didn't believe her, and she would have
Right.
had to, and her husband had to deliver the baby in the truck. You see what I'm saying? I hope that's not one of those scenarios. I just hope they just didn't
In
just keep.
Reseda, no. In Reseda, no. If she was a black girl, I could see that taking place. But Latinos, no, they tend to favor them over black people, and I'm just being honest with you.
But you know what? I just hope a doctor didn't overlook look a sign. Whoever treated her did overlook a sign that that nothing was. It wasn't all good. Put it that way. Feel what I'm saying?
I can
I
see
just
that
hope that.
happening. I can
Yeah.
see that happening. Like I said, because me, if I were a doctor, I would put the scope, I mean, the light flashing on the little girl's eyeballs and see
Hmm.
how fast her eyeballs reacted to the light. Then after I did that, I would like have her do things to show me that she's quick thinking, and if she was delayed in like the reaction in her eye, speech, or anything, her balance, anything that wouldn't have seemed normal to me, I'd have been like, you know what, we're gonna have to admit her to Children's Hospital, because something's definitely going on, and we need to
Hmm.
find out what's going on with this baby, because she took a hard blow.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say this right here. Not not all the time people gonna see things, and sometimes when people get injured, whatever, you can walk around all day with a broken finger and not know it. You see what I'm saying? And you can act normal all that stuff. She might have been acting normal, whatever, whatever. That doesn't mean that she was okay. Let's go get that point out there. But yet, I'm going to say this: the Los Angeles Police Department. You already know how I feel about them, don't
They
you?
have gotten a whole lot better. Trust me, they have gotten a whole lot better. A
Okay,
whole lot better.
they
Because
are
now they're
invest.
locking up cops that have any type of affiliation, or like if you have a family member that's in the gang, they're not
Mhm.
really considering them to be policemen anymore, because they feel like you're gonna do favoritism when your family
Mhm.
member gets in trouble. So they're doing a whole lot with the police department.
Yeah, and the police department is investigating the case as a homicide, but has not released more details since minors are involved. Reseda student held a demonstration outside the school to honor Kimberly. We're all sad because she was the one who gave all the energy to us because she was so happy. She was always happy. She was always smiling, said Diaz, a friend of Kimberly. She continued, we want justice for her. The school is not doing anything. Is that a shocker?
Well, I'm gonna tell you why. Reseda falls under Los Angeles County. Okay. And right now, they have a very serious situation going on with a superintendent. that has been stealing money and making investments that has been causing people to get pink slips and all these sorts of things. So it's so much crap. And he's an undocumented immigrant when he should have never been in that position.
Yeah,
So there's so much going on in these schools right now. Um, it
but the
doesn't
question
surprise me.
that was saying, I don't care what school system, no, I don't care who's superintendent, who, what. It doesn't surprise me if the shoe was on the other foot. If the shoe was on the other foot, if if that if that little girl or little boy, what? Stop opening them chips while you live.
It's not chips. It's not chips.
I'll say this. With that being said, I'm not surprised because, like I said, these school systems, unless you are persuasion of the other kind, they ain't gonna do nothing. They drag their feet. Would I be wrong to say that? I might.
No, I wouldn't say you're wrong. I would
Yeah.
say that you said what you said, and
Mm.
I wouldn't
Respect the
disagree with
sickle.
you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't disagree with you.
It says the Los Angeles Unified School District issued a statement said district officials are deeply saddened by criminals that are cooperating with law enforcement. Hmm. Okay, you cooperate with law enforcement. Did you tell the police department who threw that water bottle, that metal water bottle, and hit that child in the head?
You know what? They don't have to tell it because everybody that was out there, they're going to do a thorough investigation, and the sister is going to be the one that's going to tell it because she
Yeah,
was there.
yeah,
So it
and,
doesn't matter who tries to hold the information, and it's going to be told anyway.
yeah, and I'm like this right here. I feel like when bullies do what they do, they don't did it so long, and some adults or teachers or principal, whoever, they got long, got away with it for so long, they feel entitled. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, ain't they gonna happen to me?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. That boy
Hmm.
that initially started the whole thing, I'm gonna let
Hmm.
you know now. His ashtray is going to be held accountable. Now, his parents can cry, scream, holler, and do all they want to do, but now that somebody's life has been taken, they're going to come after him because he was the one that started it.
Okay. Let's see. What I said. Society has made it extremely difficult for parents to homeschool their children. Yeah, well, you right
You
about
made
that.
it, would you say they made it difficult?
Yeah, to homeschool your kids.
Not out here, shit. They offer that program at the beginning of the year here. They
Hey,
sure did. They asked me, they said, you want to homeschool them? I said, nah, because see, I need at least 5 minutes away from this little boy.
mm,
They started laughing. They started laughing. Yeah, they offer homeschooling out here. They really do. Because that's
it's
one of the first things every year they offer. Do you want to do homeschooling this year? Yes or no?
okay. Here we go. Another story by Atlanta Black Star. Right?
Okay.
Insanity. GoFundMe campaign for Black Smoothie King worker fired after refusing to serve man in Trump shirt. Removed as his team faces threat from Mega. Smoothie
Wait, wait,
King
wait.
had.
Say that again. Say that again.
Hold on, I'm finna read you the article. You finna find out what. Just wait, hold on. Smoothie King had fired two Michigan employees who were captured on viral video. The nine served to a man in a hoodie featuring President Donald Trump name. The video was originally posted to TikTok by a woman named Erica Latimer, according to the New York Post. It was widely reshared to other platforms. The account was the original post was set to private. Said phone video shows Latimer and her husband in a fiery verbal confrontation with two employees at a Smoothie King in Ann Arbor on Sunday, March 1st. She said, we were just wanting a smoothie, and you literally looked at us, and I asked you if everything was okay, and you said, we don't feel comfortable serving you because of my husband hoodie. That is discrimination. Hold on, I'm going to stop right now. Okay, you asked the woman, you asked the team a question, right? You asked a person a question, right? Did she not ask that?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
And she asked the team, was everything okay, right? And the team said, "Oh, I don't feel comfortable serving you," and that's all she said.
Well, first of all, you can't. There's a law. You cannot discriminate against a person for because they don't agree with you. You can't do that. That's violation of a person's civil rights.
Yeah, but think about it. The bottom line is, she asked a question, right?
True. Maybe the lady.
Hold on. I know what you say. I know what you're saying. I know that part. But the thing is, when you ask a question, right, and you get an answer you do not like, and you get mad because she gave you the answer that you, I'm supposed to ask you a question that make you feel good? No, I'm not gonna give you an answer that make you feel good. I'm gonna give you an answer that.
No, that doesn't make sense.
And then you want to go record me, and I'm a teen without my permission, and then I get this.
Let me say this.
Then she get threats.
I don't. No.
Then she get threats from people from the chat. Come on.
First of all, I'm gonna say this. I don't care if somebody come in there with a shirt that has cussing on it. You know what I'm saying? If you at work to do a job, you're not there to express your political view. So what if somebody has on a Trump, MAGA, whatever? It don't matter. That's not. If I come into that establishment and that person that's supposed to serve me is treating me less than a customer.
You left out the part, right? You left out the part. The woman asked her a question, right?
D-True, can I finish?
Before that, see, you going
you don't like to hear the truth. You
left out the part.
You didn't. I let you say it. I let you talk.
Together.
But what I'm saying to you is,
that team they had the right to say what she said. So, you talk about freedom of this, freedom of this.
Nasty. If I come into your job,
no, she didn't treat her nasty. She didn't treat her nasty.
That's the problem. You wasn't there.
I just read what I just read. I read what I just read.
You wasn't there before the cameras rolled. You wasn't there before the cameras rolled.
You wasn't either. This came out the woman's mouth. This came out the woman's mouth that was filming.
I'm gonna be quiet. See, you guys, that's what I'm talking about. He does.
He
doesn't like to be wrong.
I didn't say I was wrong. I just said, look. See, that's the problem.
What I have to say.
You going all off. Look, you didn't hear what I said. So, other word. So, other word, the woman in there. Oh,
this is
that's the stress.
No. Shut up. I'm not gonna say nothing else.
But okay. So, other word, you saying that team, that black team, you had the right to say, if you ask that person, if I say, oh, I don't like your shirt, I can't say that. Freedom of speech. But they got the right to be there, serve them. If you ask me, is everything okay? And I say, I don't like your shirt. So what? You left out that part. That's what I'm trying to get you to see. That team had the right to say what she had to say. If you ask me a question, I can give a direct answer. Guess what? It is what it is. That don't mean you go fear me because you don't like what I said. That don't mean you go fear me because you don't like my answer to your question. Because if somebody walk in, you ask me, oh, you like my shirt? No, I don't like your shirt. I think your shirt ugly. That's my opinion. You see what I'm saying? Just like he got the right to wear the shirt. So 2 wrongs don't make it a damn right. I didn't say the two teams were right in that situation. All I said, when that woman started filming that team, which that team got death threats from her, for that lady followers, that's taking it to another level. And I'm going ahead and get it in there. The two teams got fired because of that. See what I'm saying? I understand the business of what you were talking about, but the thing is, her husband and her got the right to wear what they want to wear, and she got the right to say what she want to say. If she asks you a direct question, if you don't like the answer, oh well, so be it. You see what I'm saying? They both got the right to do what they want to do, but yet they both got fired. But this is my concern of the whole situation. You got a team online that don't feel safe, even if they didn't get fired. Don't feel safe at that Smoothie King, right? Getting threat for all the other haters, the right races that she was lied to. That's why she put her thing on private. That's why that woman put her thing on private. So both of them were wrong in each situation, but the lady was even wrong for putting it online and allowing this young teen to get death threats. That's what I'm getting at. So what is the justice for all of that? You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying the team was wrong. I'm not saying the lady was wrong or the man was wrong. But both of them were wrong because what the team did to that lady, hey, it's unacceptable. You got to serve people. But people need to stop asking questions, thinking people are going to give you an answer that you make you feel good. You feel what I'm saying? That's all. And the bottom line to that team had got death threats from that post that lady put on there. Is that right? She took it too far. I'm not going to go somewhere and feel somebody because I don't like what your answer to. I asked you a question, you gave me your honest opinion. Okay. And the employee she should have been arguing with that lady anyway. Bottom line, if you want to look at it, should have been arguing with them. Should have just served them and get them hell out of the store. So that's why you actually fired. That's why they two teams actually fired, because they didn't do what they were supposed to do in the store. Now, the business said that. Now what you think about it? Hey, Monique, my Cali sister, my other Cali sister right there.
I have nothing to say because if I say something, you're gonna start with your shenanigans. So I'm gonna be quiet.
No, go ahead. I'm saying what I want to say. I want to hear your opinion on what I just said. I gave you the whole facts of the story. Don't be saying this is what I don't like. You said one part, but leave out the other part.
You can't tell me how to answer what I want to answer, though. That's the whole thing. You just said freedom of speech. What I'm saying to you that I was trying to say that you don't want to hear me say is, if I've seen it myself, that people walked up into different places and they had on shirts that a person did not necessarily agree with, and their whole nasty, their politeness turned into a nasty type of attitude. So is there something wrong? Like what's wrong? What's wrong with you? And I'm gonna ask you, what's wrong with you? You know, yeah, like Denise said, if I went to a white area and had on a Black Lives Matter shirt, and a white person was like, started giving me attitude, and I said, what's wrong with you? I don't know if you're going to spit in my food. I don't know if you're going to just get mad at me and start attacking me. I'm going to turn the camera on. So first of all, it don't matter what she had on MAGA. I don't care if she had on Black Lives Matter. I don't care if she had Kunta Kinte. I don't care if she had a KKK shirt on. That was none of that child's business. As an employee, you're there to do your damn job. And for you to give her attitude, and how, if she was a black girl, how ghetto as hell some of these girls is, smacking their lips, talking crazy. There was a video on YouTube where this lady went in the store, and I don't remember all of it, but the black girl had got the nasty attitude, and the woman said, is there a problem? And the black girl like, yeah, you B. And the black lady said, my name is not B. Next thing you know, that little girl hopped from behind the counter and started attacking that woman. Thank God she had her camera on. If she wouldn't have had her damn camera on, that little black girl would have told a whole different story. So you got to turn cameras on when people start giving you attitude, because you don't know, it could go left in 30 seconds. You're not prepared for that. Like I told you, my situation at that store. I didn't even have time to turn the camera on for that man to tell me I'm black and I don't belong there.
But you still, if you ask a question, no matter what the question is, hey, but you said the girl that had an attitude. The woman asked a simple question, and the girl gave her
How
a
do you know she
simple
didn't
answer.
have an attitude? How do we know that she didn't have an attitude? Because there had to be a problem for that lady to even ask her, is there something wrong? Because first of all, if I walked into your store and you were pleasant and said, "Hey, how you doing? What can I do for you?" That's a pleasant experience. You're not at work, and then one of your employees, I come in with something they don't like, or maybe a rival team, like, "Oh, and I'm like, is something wrong?" And it
But
escalates from me asking that question. We weren't
thing,
there.
but we wasn't there. We don't know what happened from the beginning. We don't know if the girl had an attitude or not. We don't know if they came in
She
saying
had to
something.
have had an attitude.
Hold on, hold on.
Had an
Hold
attitude
on, hold on, hold on,
to
hold
ask
on,
that
hold on.
question.
No, if you ask a question, right? You ask a question. We don't know what them two did for that camera. Look, hold on, hold on. We don't know that girl had an attitude or not. We don't know what that woman or that man said to them before the camera. Hold on,
There
hold on.
had to be something.
Hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Is there a problem?
Let me finish. We don't know what that man did what they said when they came in there to get that girl attitude. They probably were having a good day. You don't know. We don't know.
Lord.
The camera wasn't on when. Look, see, I found it kind of odd with sometimes when people turn on the camera, right? They get the other view of people, right? But yeah, they don't turn on the camera when they go in and see what they did. See what I'm saying? That's how I'm looking at it. See what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm gonna tell. Say, look at. I'm gonna tell you. I work in a business, right? I don't have customer come. I'm having a pleasant day. Then also the customer comes in with a damn attitude. You take out from the service with
different situation.
No, you think I'm from serving with pleasantries? No. I had a lady come in one day, thought she wanted to do all the cussing and all the stuff. Guess what? I got back with her. I didn't get fired. We don't know what they said when they walked in the store. You see what I'm saying? We don't know that either. It's two sides we don't know. But the bottom line is,
just merely saying for that woman to have asked that young lady, is there a problem? Something transpired for her to ask her, is there a problem?
That's what I'm saying. We don't know what happened at the beginning. They'll tell them what they probably said. But my problem is that with the situation with the store.
Is burning fucking donuts on my street.
What's up, Red Rock? Hey, this the problem I had with the whole situation is posted online without the team permission, although it is the public place, right?
Oh,
but
without
no. But the thing about it, you got to have parent permission to post the team, and then on top of that, that woman's chat, right, threatening the team. That's the problem I got with the whole situation. See what I'm saying? That's what I got. That's what I got with the whole. That way I got a problem with the whole situation. So it wasn't over. Is it okay for that?
What other people say? She can't control what other people say. People are ignorant. She cannot control if a person is going to threaten somebody. She can't. She has no control of that. All she did was upload her experience.
But the thing is, if someone to happen to that team, guess who's gonna be her at that fault?
It ain't gonna be her fault.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would. Look, yeah, it will. Yeah, it will. Yeah, it will.
No, because she didn't tell her people, oh, go attack her. She didn't say none of that. Now, if she would have said, go attack her, yeah. But she didn't do that.
But I look at it like this. Bill, you look at it totally different. You know what I'm saying? Because I got control of what I had the control of my panel, right? I got control of my panel. You got control of yours, whatever. All right, people say what they want to say in the chat, right? And people say what they say in the panel. If somebody in the chat do that, guess what? They go hold the content creator liable. See, nobody I said that she probably made another
Wait.
video
Say that
after that.
again. Say that again. They're gonna hold the content creator liable for what?
Whatever happens, because it was on their channel. The reason I said that is that
That's not
she
true,
might,
D. Truth. That's
but
not true.
but but hold
I'm gonna
on.
tell you why. Wait a minute. Let me tell you why.
Like, you let me
Before
finish. You let me finish what I'm
you
finna
said
say.
that they're gonna hold the content creator liable. That's not true. The reason why I'm saying that because there was a girl. I'm subscribed to her still, and there was a situation that broke out in the chat, and the girl made a threat in the chat to one of the other girls, and actually went to the girl house. And so they said it started on that person's YouTube channel because she tried to go after the content creator. And they said you can't go after the content creator because the content creator was saying, hey, we're not having that in here. We're not having that in here. So that situation was the person that initiated the other person to go and do what she did. So it cleared the content creator away from being in any harm. That's
Yeah,
it's not always on them.
yeah. But if they don't say that, but what I'm saying, the lady might, but would I don't know. Did she go make another video, whatever? But now the lady, her TikTok is on private now, so that give me the reason to think that she said something that shouldn't have been said that made them people go want to threaten that team. You see what I'm saying?
No,
Cause,
maybe
'cause
she
why?
felt bad that that little girl got threatened and she put it on private so nobody else could see the video and um so there won't be any further issues with that little girl. It could be many reasons. We are speculating and it's
Yeah,
not we don't know. Me
no, we don't.
personally, I would have put it on private too, so that they would no longer attack the little girl. And then I would feel bad because I wouldn't think that me uploading my now let's say I uploaded that Latino dude that what he said to me at the store. Let's say I uploaded that video because I was genuinely hurt and I just wanted to share how hurt I was and I never said anything and I'm just like, man, that's messed up, y'all. And all of a sudden a bunch of people get on there and try to go attack him. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I just shared my pain. I shared what happened to me. I didn't expect for them to go and attack that man. And then if I found out they attacked him, I'm gonna put it on private so that nobody else can go and mess with him. That's me.
Yeah, that's you. But we know some people in like that. Some of them petty as you know what. But what I said is, two wrongs don't make a right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm like this right here. I'm not finna. I don't care how the employees' attitude is. If I don't like your attitude, guess what? I'm going somewhere else. I'm going somewhere else to get me a smoothie. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put you on blast. I'm just gonna call the corporate, call your franchise people, let them know what went on, have it on video what went on. Not gonna post it, and guess what? And you fired. You feel what I'm saying? And uh,
Everybody's not like you. They're not going to think like you.
mm-hmm,
They're not going to react like D Truth would.
yeah,
Everybody is not going to react like you. And that's just truth being told.
yeah. But you know what I find funny about this whole situation. Now, I don't find the situation is horrible for both sides. You know when people uh, uh what she did that and she started hollering about discrimination. The woman hollered about, oh, that discriminated against her.
Actually, it is.
I know it is.
It,
I
re-
know
it
it is.
really,
I
no,
know it
I'm
is.
saying that, yeah, because the paperwork I was telling you about, I read all that. That is actually, she's not lying. That was discrimination.
Yeah, but I look at it this way: how many times had they discriminated against somebody else? The woman and her husband. You see
We
what I'm
will
saying?
never know that. I don't
We
know
never
that
know that.
answer. We're talking about the situation
But
right now at hand,
but
though.
yeah, but I'm saying it's kind of funny how when somebody expresses their opinion, they don't like whatever, they don't want to do this, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, it's discrimination. But we know as our people we get discriminated against too. You know what I'm saying? But some people don't see it until it happened to them. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm with you on that. She probably felt bad, right? And she probably sat down and thought about, wait a minute, we don't did this to a whole lot of people, whatever, whatever. But the two employees, they did get fired. You know what I'm saying?
As
They
they
did,
should, as they should.
yeah. But they won't get fired anyway. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you don't. I'm like this right here. You go into the place, you got ask a question, you get an answer. It don't matter what the answer is, because people ask me, "Are you okay?" Like what happened 2 weeks ago. Customer asked me, "Oh, you okay?" I've been blunt honest with them. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm saying
But see, that's
sometimes,
a different situation though, D Truth. That was a different situation. But what I'm saying to you is today, you a lot of and you have spoken on this so much on the panel where these youngsters have zero respect for older adults. They have no respect. They have no respect for authority. I mean, and that's just true being told that you said, and we don't know, like I said, that little girl could have been really, really disrespectful, period. We don't know, which caused that lady to ask her, whatever her question was, is something wrong? We don't know if she smacked her lips, scuffed like, because she has a deep hatred for Donald Trump. Okay, yeah, you can have a deep hatred, but at the same time, that your workplace is not a place for that. You're there to
yeah.
work. You're not there
But
to be mad at somebody because they're wearing something that your political view is against.
yeah, but I look at it. I look at your way too. But at the same time, we don't know what happened for the video started. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what kind of words were to change, whatever they said.
I just hate
And
that it happened. I'm gonna say
yeah,
that.
yeah, cause I'm like this right here. If I know this day, you got to read the temperature of the country right now. You feel what I'm saying? You got to read the temperature of the country. And some people don't read the temperature of the country.
Everybody crazy shit.
Yeah,
Everybody crazy. Ain't nobody
yeah,
sane in this damn country or any
mm,
other country.
yeah. But but if I'm gonna put it like this right here, if any Trump supporters out there, are you gonna wear a Trump shirt anywhere? Although
Yep.
it's your right to wear it,
Yep. I sure in the
but
hell
at,
will.
but at the same time, are you gonna what you supposed to expect? People to like your shirt? No, people
Look,
opinion.
let me say
And,
this. I
and is
have
it
a
right
right
for a
to wear whatever I have a
Yeah,
right to wear whatever I want to wear, as long as I'm not coming in there acting radical to my you better like it. You better like it. If I'm just there wearing it because I like it, if you don't like what I'm wearing, then I advise you to slide your debit card and buy me a whole new outfit. That's
yeah,
how I feel about it.
yeah. But yeah, at the same time, you can't get mad at people's opinion either. You feel what I'm saying?
But I didn't
Yeah,
ask you
yeah,
for
yeah.
your opinion. That's the whole thing. I didn't ask you
Hey,
for your
but
opinion.
but but think about it, people can give their opinion without you asking too, right?
I mean, they can, but look, first of all, the problem is it became a political thing. It wasn't like it was just a regular old thing.
Yeah,
If she doesn't like Donald Trump, she could have kept that to herself. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people running around here wearing Biden was the greatest president ever in the United States history. I don't say nothing. I just smile and nod my head and keep it moving. It ain't my damn business to tell you my view. That ain't my business. You didn't wear
yeah.
that shirt for me to say anything. And if you did, who cares?
But
If
like I
that's how
said,
you feel, that's how you feel.
we don't know what happened before the video started. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what happened before then because they didn't say. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But for the people that went under that woman video before she put her thing on private, y'all really don't have no life.
That some
Red,
people just want to. Some people just want something to be mad about, and they found that, and they probably don't know anything about either one of them, and just was looking for trouble, and was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go start some stuff." People are
yeah.
so weird.
But I look at it. If I wondered what they have, I wonder the people who commented on that will have some smoke for some adults like that.
Say what?
I wanted they had smoke for the teens in that chat in that
Of course,
on
they
her
will have
camera.
smoke for the adult. Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll do it to the adults too. They don't
yeah,
care, honey. This is an equal opportunity ass whooping.
yeah. And then when you do that, and all of a sudden, why he or she would have attacked that person right there? He should have. Hey, oh, he got his comment in. And I found out, and then another thing. I think I know. I think I know why. Uh, in this day and age, right? I think I know why she put it on private too. This is a speculation. You know, people could research, find out what your real name is nowadays. You know that, right? And find out where you live
Yes,
at.
sir. It's all good.
Yeah, but that's another thing that I was thinking too. But the the,
I
the,
think
the
she
lady,
felt bad. I think she felt bad that, she shared her experience and that little girl ended up being threatened. And I think that really like made her feel bad. Like, damn, I didn't put it out there for that little girl to get done like that. So let me put it on private.
yeah. But I'm gonna say this:
Yep.
the moment,
Expect the worst and hope for the best at this point.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And I don't like this right here. With that being said, the the husband and wife that went to the Smoothie King, they had the right to wear what they wanted to wear. Granted, if the woman had the girl that the teens had attitude or not, they they had the right to say what they want to say. It's freedom of expression, it's freedom of speech. You feel what I'm saying? So
Okay, let me ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you a question. You said they had a right to say what they want to say, and I'm gonna put a twist on this. You said freedom of speech, and she had a right. Remember what you just said. Just
hmm
remember. Let's say, and we know that this did not happen, you guys. I'm just putting a twist on this story. So this did not happen, what I'm about to say. Let's say that lady went into the store and she had on the clothing items, and this is your business. This business belongs to you, okay? And so you're in the back, but you can hear everything that's going on. And so the girl is looking at her real funny, and she's like, "Is there a problem?" And the girl pops off and say, "Yeah, bitch, I don't like that shirt you wearing." As a owner, what then? She still has a freedom of speech.
yeah, she still it should be fine, but she still have freedom of speech.
Okay.
So, in your opinion, she shouldn't have a freedom to say what she want to say.
Not in your establishment. She's there to do your. She's there as an employee to
Yeah,
do the job. That's what she's
yeah,
there for. She's there
uh,
to work. She's there to help you make your dream come true for you and your family. She's not there to express her political view. If somebody comes in there, see, when one thing that people got to understand, when you are a employee with somebody else, you're under a whole different set of rules. You're not just like, you're the public, but you're not able to just go out there and say what you want to say under somebody's clock, because now it makes it look bad for you, because she could file a discrimination lawsuit because that girl works for you. It happened at your establishment.
but
So
still,
this is the problem. But the problem is now you're facing a lawsuit because of one of your reckless ass employees.
and that still don't take away freedom of speech.
Okay.
Still don't take away from it.
Okay, Deidre.
Still don't take away from it.
Okay.
So you'll stop your product for a special day opinion.
I would tell if I had a business, I would say, listen, I need to talk to you guys. We do have what they call freedom of speech, but while you're on the clock, if someone comes in here with a political shirt that is different from your opinion, please do not, absolutely do not. And it will be stipulated in the application paperwork when you go through HR and all that stuff. You are not allowed to indulge in political, like even when you do customer service calls, you cannot discuss political views and stuff with those people on that line because they're at work doing a job. So this is what I'm saying. That should not be a part of an employee to do that kind of stuff. Now, If they would have came in there talking about Trump all day, Trump all day, Trump all, she had the right to say, "Ma'am, I'm sorry, but you know what? You can you quiet down, please? I respect you and your views, but you know this establishment, we got to make sure that everybody here is comfortable." And now, if the lady would have got belligerent with her, then it would have been a different turn. But
Yeah,
you're there to work. You got to be careful.
yeah,
You know what I'm
but
saying? They represent your establishment.
yeah,
So I understand it's freedom of speech, but what if that person filed a $300,000 lawsuit and won, and now all your bills done shot hell high to the sky because of one reckless person?
but think about it. Like I said, we don't know what that husband and wife said when they came in there because they don't. That's not on video. You feel what I'm saying? We don't know what they said when they walked in there.
I would like to know if they frequent that spot, if they were new to that spot. Is there some type of history with that young lady? That those are the questions I would like to have answered. Because if there's a history and if there's something in that girl's employment record to show that, you know, she has a problem with following authority, you know what I mean? If she has
Yeah.
a problem, then that would tell you everything you need to know. So I would love for you to follow that story so we can find out what the outcome was.
But this problem right here with you together. Why should we find out? Is it a problem with the employee? Why don't we just find out what do do the couple and both of them have a problem with each other? You see what I'm saying? Let's
Okay,
find out.
they already did his background. They found out he used to be in jail. They went through all this stuff just because of a whole situation. So they just basically exposed all his personal information. And now we know that he used to be a criminal. Okay, so that wasn't right for them to do.
Well, guess what? I'm putting it like this right here. This day and
It's always
age.
different, y'all. It's always different.
Now, this day and age, right? This day and age, and this is how this tension is in this country, right? And you could, I don't care. I don't care the teenager, white, green, purple, black. I don't care what the teen is. Somebody gonna go find out some kind of information about about that other person. You know what I'm saying? They already know that. You see what I'm saying? They already know that, and that I don't agree with it. I don't agree with nothing that other person, whatever that other person did. You know what I'm saying? But I want to know. Yeah, I want to know about her employment history and has she had trouble with customer before. But I also want to know what they said. Had they done this before or said anything off the wall when they go to a establishment? You see what I'm saying? I want to see both sides of it. I want to see both sides of it. That's all I want to know. But besides,
I'm gonna share something with you. I remember it reached the news, and I'm sure you guys probably got the information too. There was a couple sitting out eating, and Maxine Waters wasn't up in Washington or wherever she is now, and the couple had on MAGA gear, and they were just sitting down eating. You know, they weren't being belligerent. They were just sitting down eating. You know, and other people that they interviewed was like they were very friendly. They were, you know, they were really friendly people. They talked to any and everybody. They didn't show no attitude. Um, so what happened was Maxine Waters got on the news out here and told the people, if you see anybody with MAGA on, go and attack them. And that's exactly what happened. She
mm,
told
mm,
people to go and attack it, and she said she didn't say that, but they played that. She forgot that she said it on, like, because it was a rally in
mhm.
LA, and they had the cameras rolling, and it was such a big rally that everybody was out there, and even the local news caught her. She told them to go and attack anybody that had on MAGA gear, and these people were sitting down eating, and all these people that were against MAGA started attacking people and beating people up. The man had to, like, he had his kids with him. He had to literally like fight his way out
Hold on,
of that.
hold on. See, I don't agree with people saying go do this, go do that, and the people that when it did what did what they heard she said, they stupid.
And
They
we're
stupid.
still wondering why she didn't go to jail. That's the thing that's puzzling us in California. When she did that, how come she did not go to jail? That's what baffled us out here. Like, she should
But
have gone to jail, because if it was anybody else, their asses would have been up under the jailhouse.
I look like it right here. Sometimes you gotta be careful what you say. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be careful whatever you do. But at the same time, when you hear something, when you hear something, and I don't care who you're affiliated with. I don't care who you like or don't like. Sometimes I'm gonna put it this way: some people didn't use their common sense. You see what I'm saying? Some people don't. I don't. Some people had to use their common sense for in a long time. Some of them, when they were giving out common sense in the line when they were born, some of them were stepping in that damn line.
Messed up. That's messed up. That's messed up.
Okay, this is another story right here. This is all I gotta say.
That's messed
Another
up.
Florida
DQ.
you remember the story I did about a Florida teacher said the N word in the classroom?
I don't remember. No, I don't. I don't. I don't.
Guess what? It happened again in Florida again. Another teacher
Oh
said the
boy.
N word, got on video saying it, and she was saying it, trying to teach some kind of black history. What? Sit your ass down. You don't know nothing about no black history. You really want to know something about black history? Tell the real black history. You see what I'm saying? Tell the real story. And you on
Mm,
video.
mm, mm.
And you on video saying it. And you know what? Just like it out in Cali, they dragging their feet to do something about it. And guess what? And they put the teacher right back in the classroom. Oh, and the superintendent at the school said, "Oh, we didn't know the teacher went back in his classroom." How the hell you didn't know that?
A lot of times they do stuff, and then it takes time for the paperwork to get where it's supposed to get.
Hmm. And that is crazy. And I gotta, boy, hold on. What is it?
So what's the outcome of that, though? I mean, being that you said that, what's the outcome of her saying the N word trying to teach?
Uh, Still, the usual statement. It's under investigation.
So are they trying to say they're seeing if she did it with malicious intent, or
Hey, malicious pretend and said it in the classroom, and when your students say, "Hey, they don't feel comfortable," you saying that word.
right, right, right?
You see what I'm saying? Come on.
Yeah.
What teacher? What
No,
teacher in the
I'm
right
I'm
mind
just
goes?
trying to
Yeah,
ask. I'm just trying to find
yeah,
out.
yeah,
I don't know the story. I'm just trying to figure
yeah.
it out. I'm trying to see. They said they're going to, hold on a sec. I think I saw that video.
And I'll put it up.
I watched TikTok to pass the time at work. Okay.
You
And
supposed to be
she
working,
said
Denise.
must have been a white woman.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was. It was.
And Denise
It's a,
said, you got to be careful who you hire. They represent your company. Negative experience can bring a business down.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It could be with words. Could be with anything to break it down. Know what I'm saying? But uh,
Deidre, I
it,
want to ask you a question. I need your opinion on this. I feel a certain way, and when I hear it, I check real quick. So my question to you is this: am I wrong, or should I mind my business when I hear Mexican people? YouTube don't give us a strike and don't take us down. When I hear Mexican people talk to people and say "nigga, nigga," and I'm like, "Excuse me, you shouldn't even use that word. That word should not even come out your mouth." Am I wrong for that, or because I see a lot of black people they're allowing like Latino people to say and do some of the most disrespectful shit.
but I'm gonna tell you my opinion, right? You can ask him all of this. I don't even like when he uses it. What the world I'm gonna let you use it around me for? I ain't gonna let no
Right.
other black person that use it around me. You feel what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
So they it goes back again. Some of them that let them folks use that word didn't get in that common sense line. That when they were giving that common sense. Now here's another story. Now this I got two more stories. Then we're gonna go. You're not listening. Nevada cop yanks deaf black mom from her car for not following order, then slams her to the ground in front of her two terrified children. Video shows. Sad, ain't it? This per Atlanta Black Star again. And the Nevada cop who confronted a deaf black woman in her car was upset she wasn't following direction. So he pulled her out of the car.
Wait. Say that again. What happened? A what?
A Nevada cop who confronted a deaf black woman in her car was upset she wasn't following directions.
That happened to a black boy. He was deaf and he was using sign language.
Yeah,
And
I remember that.
the cop, what they call it, used the taser thing on him, and
Yeah.
he sued for millions too.
Mm-hmm. And so he pulled her out of the car and forced her down on the ground, placing his knee on her back while half covered her in front of her two terrified daughters in 2021.
Oh,
But
wow.
Adrian Dre Hollingsworth, who was born deaf, communicated mostly through sign language, reading lips, and reading communication. The North Las Vegas police officer Michael Rose was wearing a neck a gator or whatever you want to call over his mouth because his incident took place during COVID-19 pandemic, making it impossible
Okay.
to read his lip. Okay, I understand. Okay. He also refused to allow her to communicate with him through writing. Okay.
Arizona has a lot of I'm sorry for those. This is just a word. I apologize. They have a lot of rednecks out there. A whole lot of them.
I'm gonna say this right here. I don't said it before. I don't got on cops. The good cops, bad cops, I don't care who you are. When a person, if a person is not following direction, either one, they don't give a damn. Two, they might be deaf. You feel what I'm saying?
But not every cop believes that a person is deaf, and then we got to think about it. Even criminals will use that excuse,
Mm-hmm.
saying that they're deaf just to get away with not following instructions. So it's really hard, and I don't dislike cops, and to be honest, that's a really dangerous job because
Yeah.
they run into all kinds of stuff, and sometimes the fear, they may not even know that they have a fear. They may not even know that they have anger issues because of the stuff that they've seen and gone
Mm-hmm.
through. They don't know how to balance out one assignment from the next. Like, you got to learn how to decompress after each
Yeah.
contact with the public. And a lot of these cops, I think what they need to do is, if it's a serious situation that a cop went through, I think they should automatically give them a decompression like counseling session, so that when they go back out in the streets, they're not acting out like every person they see could be a potential danger.
Yeah. And
That's my opinion.
here's the other part right
Oh,
here.
you call them hillbillies and that?
And here we go.
Oh
Look, here we
shit.
go. Here's the other part. And the body camera video showed Rose was more about barking orders than communicate effectively, claiming he was only watching out for his own safety, even though Hollingsworth did nothing to indicate she could be violent. Why do you always go to that thread? You looking out for your own safety. Okay, you
That's
looking
what
for
I'm
out for your.
saying. They need
Now, hold
to
on, hold on,
decompress.
hold on. This thing I got right here. You're out for your own safety. If you're looking for your own safety, why the hell you become a damn cop?
like I said, they need to be. They need to have a decompression. Um, they need to have. They need to be able to decompress. That's what I mean. That's what I want to say. Because if you don't get these cops to decompress after a serious call, like a man might have done some diabolical stuff to his wife, you know what I'm saying? And to go and look at that scene and see it, a lot of cops within 5 years, because see, when I worked for the Department of Mental Health, we had police officers coming out talking to us, and we were educating them on how to deal with people that have psychiatric emergencies. And they were saying that after a cop retires, sometimes some cops, within 5 years after them retiring, some of them commit suicide.
Hmm. But here's the other part. Uh, I can't hear she tried to tell him while pointing to her ear, but he didn't care, accusing her of not following his commands. Then last week, Hollingsworth was awarded, the deaf woman was awarded $1.2 million settlement over the unlawful abusive arrest stemming from a lawsuit that accused Rose and the North Las Vegas Police Department of violating her Fourth and 14th Amendment right, as well as violating Americans with Disability Act. Hmm. Sometimes you gotta be careful. Hollywood Ford posted the following on her Facebook page on February 19th, announcing the settlement. It's over 4.4.5 year fault. NLVPD, y'all better never disrespect my deaf and hard of hearing community again, according to the lawsuit filed in federal court. Defendant Rose violently forced. See, I'm like, if it was a traffic stop, I'm looking at it. If it was a traffic stop, okay. If and he know dangerous criminals, you have to chase him like we talked about last night, right? If you ain't got to chase him right there, and why pull her out of the car if she not following your commands? Why get so upset? You're right. They need to go decompress somewhere. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
See, why pull her out of the car?
Because he felt like she wasn't listening to his commands, so he had to show his dominance, which was dumb. Because if he
Yeah.
paid attention, he would have known that there's, wait a minute, this lady ain't she's moving her hands. Why is she moving her hands erratically? She doesn't have a weapon in her hand. So my next question would be, ma'am, are you hearing impaired? Just shake your head for yes.
Yeah. And respect America. Respect America.
Hi,
I would
Mecca, how
say
you doing?
I would say this right here. What what gives me cringe though? What gives me cringe?
Hmm.
And them kids, her two daughters gonna be traumatized for the rest of their life, even with help.
Yes, yes, they are. Unless they go to counseling and find and understand,
Yeah.
And I would take them to counseling and make sure that they understand that not all cops are like that. That was probably a once in a thousand type of situation. You know what I'm saying? And what
Yeah.
I think should happen, really, I'm gonna tell you something. I think it's the fault of the Department of Motor Vehicles' fault that this situation happened with the cops. What I'm saying is they should have certain license plates for deaf drivers. And when that policeman run that license plate, it'll say person is deaf. Person is deaf. And
Hmm.
when you go to that car, you already say, okay, you know what? I need backup because I pulled over a driver that is deaf. And then you get someone that speaks sign language and you're able to communicate better. That's what I think should happen. And if they do it, today is March the 4th, 2026. I'm on D Truth TV. I'm going to tell you something. You better give me my money. You
Oh,
better
she
give me
got.
my money. I
Oh,
said it.
yeah. She won $1.2 million. I'm gonna say this right here. One, with I like what you just said. One, we had we I had reported on them putting a person that handicapped, paralyzed, and they do have a disabled stick on their car, whatever, and cops still do the wrong damn thing. You see what I'm
No,
saying?
what I'm saying, but listen, D True, this is the issue here. And I'm saying because I live here and I can only speak for here. I can't speak for the other states, all right? But I've seen people borrow their loved one's car that have handicap stickers and license plates, and they park in the handicap and they walk in the store with no issues, and they drive the car and go all types of places. So you really don't know if that person is truly um truly have a handicap sticker, or the person that driving that car is that person that the car is registered to. What I'm saying is I believe that they should have a separate license plate for those people. Say, look, this person has a mobile disability, meaning that they're not able to move. They have been paralyzed from the waist down, and that should come up as soon as that license plate flash. That whole thing should be highlighted big and red as a warning. Then they need to have it for a person that is deaf. So when they approach that individual, they will be like, okay, this person has a disability. And once they tell that person, okay, can you get out the car? No, I have a disability. You don't drag them out because they show on their, when you stop them, that they have a physical limitation or they have
Yeah,
a
yeah,
hearing impairment. That will stop so many of these unnecessary hero cop situations.
yeah. But what I'm saying is, there's some cops that will heed to that, but we also know there's some cops
And
that
those
really don't
that
give.
don't, and those
Oh,
that don't will be immediately jailed and fired.
I wish we could. I wish we could be. I wish we could depend on them being jailed and fired. Wish we could depend on that. You know what I'm saying? But we can't depend on that. You feel what I'm saying? 'Cause how many times? What need to be happening? What need to be happening? They need to be charged, and the police officer certification should be taken away from them, where they can't get no other police sheriff, whatever police job nowhere else. Not
Not
just in
even a
that state,
security.
not even in that, not just in that state, in the United States. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, but it is what it is. It goes on to say, this will
But
break my
they do
heart.
have policemen that go to jail. They do have policemen. And see, let me tell you why a lot of policemen don't go to jail. And I'm about to give you guys a real, some people a tip.
I'm finna read the next
When
part of it right quick.
Okay, let me finish this real quick. What happens is when you take that money, there are certain things in that when you sign that paper that will allow that police officer to get away with it. But me, I would say, look, before I sign this, I want a whole new contract. I want to make sure that one, he gets fired before I settle. Two, he never works anywhere in this world, in this office, anywhere, not even a security guard. Now, once we do that and they settle the paperwork, okay, bam, I'm signing it. He signed it, you signed it, we all signed it. If we stop just taking the money and not telling them, look, they need to be fired, they need to not be able to be hired again, and I want them to go to jail for XYZ amount of years. Because when you get the money and you go on about your business, they go back out and do the same old shit again. They just pay you off. That's all it is.
But the thing about it, she's not saying that what the paperwork says. That's what she's not saying. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what's in that, what the lawsuit, whatever. The lawsuit is a lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? Lawsuit is different from the criminal aspect part of it. The lawsuit is different from the department disciplinary actions. You see what I'm saying? The lawsuit is different from what the mayor or the whoever is different. You see what I'm saying? But it boils down to, it don't matter if you take the money, sign it, whatever. If the department don't do what they supposed to be doing, Cause guess what? Majority of the time, you know why some of these cops get away with what they get away with? It ain't because of the settlement. It because of who the police chief is that allows that. You feel what I'm saying? That's allowed that. And when and when the police go to try to arrest one of their own, it's sad. You see what I'm saying? It's sad. And it said her primary means of communication. See, behind her back, while her daughter was watching horror and cried for him to stop. Ain't no telling. The daughter probably would probably telling him she deaf. What's up, Red Velvet? Respect to you. You feel what I'm saying? Together. You heard me?
He was full of testosterone and rage. He wasn't listening.
I know he wasn't. And thus, in blunt regard for Miss Hollingsworth and her daughter's rights under the law, defendant discriminated against Hollingsworth, traumatized her children. And we already know that. We already know all of that. And we know she suffered physical. Because sometimes I don't care if the person is, because we don't know what kind of handicap that person got. People think you're supposed to be limping in a wheelchair, stuff like that now. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Handicap
right.
could be deaf, blind. Well, if you're blind, you should be driving anyway.
Shut up, fool. Look, your ass on the road and you blind. I'm getting the hell out. You said deaf, blind. You a mess.
But the thing is, and I'm like this right here. If the person that's driving the car and the person that in the car is blind, guess what? That person that driving the car got the right to have a handicap sticker and park in a handicap parking spot because he got a handicapped person in the car. Would I be wrong? Is that wrong or right?
Right.
See, and we don't see some people parking in the handicap spot but don't even have a handicap sticker or the handicap license plate. So I look at it. I'm put it this way. He's lucky. I don't know. I'm trying to find out what happened to him, but I guess he didn't get fired. Okay, here we go. Rose then tells a supervisor on his road in his car that he pulled her out of the car because she got physical with him, but the videos do not show that. They call covering your ass, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like when a police, you notice these two words they are trained to say. When they shoot somebody, right? They train to say gun before they fire. The justification. Even if a person is not resisting, they are trained to say stop resisting.
Right.
To cover their ass. So so and guess what? She would and guess what? They gave him a slap on the goddamn wrist. They ain't do nothing to him. Guess what? He promoted. They promoted his ass.
That's because she took the money. That's what I'm trying to say. When you take the money, they do what the hell they want to do after you take that money.
Yeah, but thing is, like I said, you know who gives a promotion? It's the chief, right?
Yeah.
One thing, yeah, it's the chief. Granted, she took the money. Even if she probably did take the money, he probably would have got a promotion. You feel what I'm saying? So she took the money. She don't take the money. He still probably got a promotion. How many times have we seen this happen over and over again? That after the police do what they do, and no consequences of their action, that they know they don't got a promotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. It said provide mandatory training to officer on how to deal with people who are deaf. Remember, this was back in 2020, 2021 when that stuff was going. They were saying that stuff was going around, but I put it like this: she got the money that she can use for her counseling and her two daughter counseling. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to I think police got to use like you said, they got to go decompress somewhere, right? Sometimes you got to
Yeah.
use. Sometimes you got to use discernment. In some situations, you can't use discernment, but sometimes you got to use discernment, especially when you see two kids in the car. You feel what I'm saying? You see two kids in the car, and I understand you scared. You scared? Go to church. Ain't that what they used to say?
I can't stand your ass.
You scared? Go to your ass to church. Or read the. I'm gonna say I'm finna piss somebody off when I say this. I'm finna piss somebody off when I say this. Hey, go read that fake Bible they got y'all read.
Look, I'd rather be pissed off than pissed on.
Yeah, but like I said, that right there. Well, he got well. That ain't the type of elevation I was talking about. Him get promoted. But my heart goes out to her, them kids. Like I said, this shows you how crazy the world don't got, right? This shows you how crazy the world don't got. And what is the other one that? Here's a crazy one right here. Yeah, y'all might laugh at this. I can't. I ain't seen this story yet. I haven't seen this story yet. It says, hold on. I'm see. They got a. Yep. Black Entertainment. Guess what? Guess. I'm see how I put it. Guess this mom was racially profile. Guess why she was racially profile?
Why?
What's
Why?
up, Grateful? What's up, Grateful? Long time no see.
Hello, grateful.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you in a minute. Come on, get out of there. Pennsylvania mom said she was racially profiled after bringing son coffee.
Sorry.
Bianca Tatum went viral after posting a video catching her interaction with a white police officer who suspected she was conducting an illegal transaction with her son.
These damn people.
Hey, hold on, wait a minute. Hey, you got me laughing. I told you some people when the high and mighty were giving out what I called it whatever using. Damn, you know what I'm talking about. I'm finna read the article. This post, Black Enterprise. A Pennsylvania mother is speaking out after allegedly she was racially profiled by a Fairview Township police officer who assumed she had engaged in a drug transaction with her son when she handed him a cup of coffee. Respect, cutting edge. You can't make. I can't make this shit up. Hey, I can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit
But
up.
look, the truth. But you know what? It's crazy. But guess what? You do have people that be doing stuff, making drug transactions like that. This truth be told.
But guess what? Think about it. You know when we were having this discussion last night, right? We know what that discussion I like. They all put us in the same category. That all of us not the same category.
Right.
Talk we were there last night. Bianca Tatum. Let's see. Hold on. Bianca Tatum went viral after posting a January 15th video catching her in action with a white police officer who suspected her. She was conducting a illegal transaction with her son. The encounter occurred as she dropped him off at home and returned to hand him a coffee cup he had left in her car.
Okay.
The world's dumbest cop. I just dropped my son off.
They got him.
Yeah, I just dropped my son off at his house and the two police officers from Fairview Township, or should I say, one was a Attorney General Agent Drug Task Force. His name was Agent Edwards 599. Damn, put the name and the badge numbers.
It be like that.
And the police officer from Fairview Township was also L. Alexander, badge number 5218, Taylor wrote. So I proceeded to go on about my business. This is the outcome of why he stopped me. You look at this video. You look at this video. This is crazy because it looked like we were doing a drug transaction. When I say I am pissed, I am pissed. Would you be pissed too? 2 days after posting the footage, Taylor shared a follow-up message thanking supporters and vowing to pursue justice, described the recording as horrible.
Wow.
Hold up. The two cops that were together. One of I'm lost for word. I'm lost for word on this one. I'm lost for word with this one. So, hold up. Go ahead together. Damn.
I don't have no words for it. I'm just laughing. Like, this is totally freaking unbelievable.
And one is supposed to be on the drug task force, right?
Wow.
So she left her home to return to give her son a coffee cup that he left in the car. So she's black, the car's white. So that's suspicious. Return to home to give your son or daughter the coffee cup that they left in your car that you don't want in your car?
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. You getting locked up for distributing coffee?
Look, no, get locked up. Look, get locked up with smuggling coffee beans from the store. And had the nerve to have that. Look, they had the nerve to have the coffee cup with the top to go on it. So you're gonna get, hey, that's 2 extra charges. Lo and behold, you had some sugar and cream to go with it.
Oh, I can't say nothing. That is hella funny.
I know it is. I know it is.
That's too funny for me. I just don't have no words that people could be so ridiculous. Like,
okay.
That's
okay.
that's hella ridiculous.
Okay. Here's the next part. Oh, I didn't expect it. Oh, here's another thing. The phrase they use try to get you to search your car. Oh, it smells like weed in the car. It smells like marijuana you've been smoking. Don't fall for that trick. Do not fall for that trick. Cause if you smell that in my car, something wrong. Then it goes. People want to know what happened after the camera stopped rolling. She said she did not allow him to search her car. I did not give him my son's last name when the video ended. I continued to fuss and cuss both of them out as well as my son, Taylor wrote. Damn, woman, you cuss both of the cops out and your son? What's your son? I know why she cussed the son out. I wouldn't be in this situation. I wouldn't be trying to going to jail for smuggling coffee if you didn't leave your coffee cup in my car.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what she said. Unless I took it the wrong way, but. And then she said she did reach out to Fayetteville County Township. However, the person she needed to speak to was out until Monday. Now Monday is a holiday, so we're going to see how this goes and to follow the proper step. But just know that I'm not letting up. Taylor also shared an article outlining the incident, which began after her son left a coffee cup in her car. When she pulled over to pass it to him through the window, the officer stopped her, claiming it looked like they were involved in a illegal trip. Hold up, wait a minute. So if we got a Starbucks symbol on there, Panera symbol, McDonald's symbol on there, it look like a drug transaction. Do y'all y'all wear glasses?
You know, some people are extra slow. Hi,
Extra slow.
Edward. You didn't
Hey,
speak
there.
to me today.
Hey, Ed. I'm trying.
You didn't speak to me today, love bug.
I, I'm trying to wrap my head around this. I'm trying to wrap my head around it. They got to be the stupidest cop I ever known.
Yeah.
Cause
Hold on. Edward mad at me because I was being a bad girl. You know how I am, D Truth. He mad at me. Yeah. You know I'm a bad girl.
but I'm like this, right? Wait a minute, hold on. Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, dumb diddly dumb. Maybe I should put a song together for these dumb cops and you can play it.
Yeah, I think that we were done. I told you that. Hey, I told you this was gonna make this was gonna make you laugh. Didn't I tell you that?
Yeah, that was dumb. That's dumb. I would be ashamed to show my face. I would have to move. I have to do all that.
No, I couldn't look. I couldn't be in that police department. You know why I can't be in that police department? Cause they would hate me. Here's some coffee. Oh, I got some drugs on me, huh?
No,
This is
I'll
like
be
a
like,
drug.
oops, hide the coffee, hide the coffee.
Hide the coffee.
Hide the coffee. You're gonna go to jail if you bring that up in here. I would make a joke out of him. I tell the chief, I say, move all the coffee out and be like, we won't be having any coffee because we have been suspected of trafficking drugs.
Look, Lord forbid if you go to the store get some coffee and got it in your trunk, they might put you over for having coffee in your trunk, and you just can't. And they see
Man,
walk out of the store.
what a dummy.
Two dummies.
What? Man, dumb, diddly dumb.
Lord,
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy work.
hmm yeah,
That is
and
crazy work.
it is crazy work. I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, I think hold on, I gotta find it first. I gotta find it first. But I gotta find it. Hold on, I gotta find that. What was I was looking at the other day? Okay, what did okay? Uh, okay. I'm gonna ask this question. No, I ain't finna answer that question. I just okay. Here's one. Okay, if a man is working and he got a good job and I'm looking at this other show, right? They had this question. They had this topic. A man is got a tow truck company, right? Making good money, whatever. And the girl, his wife, he paid her way through medical school,
Hmm.
and she became a doctor. Now his wife is bougie. He can't. She don't want him to come to you know the business dinners where they be having
Oh wow.
cause way he
She
dresses.
ashamed of him. She ashamed of him.
Yeah,
But
but he
but she
want to
wasn't
put
ashamed when he was helping her through that damn school.
yeah. That what I'm saying. That what I'm looking at. Like, but but you wasn't ashamed of when he was paying for all that. Cause me personally, I'm like, you pay. Ain't gonna say I won't pay for medical school, but yeah, you wasn't ashamed of when he was cause she thinks you're in a very echelon of that society. You know what I'm saying? You know how when some people become doctors, they think they're better than other people,
Hmm.
and he got a and he make a good a lot of money for himself, for the house, whatever say, as a tow truck driver, and owning his own company. You feel what I'm saying? But what he wears and all that, she see like she don't value him. I'm gonna say she don't respect him. I don't care you man or
Yeah.
woman. I don't care you man or woman. If that man or woman put you through school to achieve your goal, and you do that too, that man or woman, guess what? You ain't never an asshole. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you an asshole.
Yeah,
Cause,
you are an asshole. Because he
cause
didn't have to do it. He didn't have
no,
to
he
do
did.
it.
He did. Cause you could have been sitting there twiddling your thumb, but when you became a doctor, he's not good enough to go around to your coworkers. But yeah, he was still good enough to put you through school.
Well, he got a decision to make. Put your damn foot down.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna. I'm, I don't know. I might talk bad about some women. Different type of women I'll be talking about right there.
You talk bad about all women. Shut up.
No, I don't. That's why I say some. Some.
No, you talk
I
bad
got
about all
I, I
women.
got I got on video where I say some. You know what I'm saying?
You
Not
talk
all.
bad about all women.
No, I don't. Because all women
Yes,
ain't
you
the
do.
same.
You know why I say you do? Huh?
Because you said that I do, which don't mean a hill of bean.
I can't stand your ass.
I ain't had
I
to go
can't
down there.
stand you. Yeah, you hit it right on the nail.
I know that. Otherwise,
No,
otherwise,
you do say some women, but sometimes you be like so into it that you forget to say some women. You be like, rah, 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 rah. I'll be like, dang, give us a break.
but I'm like this. I do get on the men too. So I get on the men too. So hey, nobody get those. But I'm like the if you with somebody,
What's
I,
that?
I
Let her ass go. Right,
yeah,
Edward. Let her ass
yeah.
go. You right
Cause
about that.
I look at that right. One, she really didn't respect you. She really didn't like you.
Well, I
Would I be
think
right?
he knew this. I think there were signs that he knew before. I think he knew beforehand and he chose to ignore because you don't just up and all of a sudden become bougie one day and then tell your spouse, oh, you can't be seen with me. Honey, you would be paying that loan back and you be getting the hell on. Like Edward said, get your ass on. Go with Tyrone so he can bust you in your damn head.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you. Yeah, and then I'll say they want to circle back. Right. I want to ask this
Mm-mm.
question right here. I'm gonna ask this question. Then we've been on almost 2 hours. I'm gonna ask this question.
You got
Do
somewhere to
looks
go?
sleep? I gotta get up in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a
Okay.
good answer because I sure was going to tell.
Yeah. Uh, 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 they, she acting bad. Edward, come over here and get her. Edward, come over here and get her.
Edward can't handle me, so you need to hush, and neither can you. I heard that I heard that some of the Iranian women have not been liking to wear their hijab head covering because someone seems to have been being very strict about them wearing it properly.
I don't care what they wear, really.
I do. It's really bad. And that, you know what? I met this girl years ago named Marguerite, um, and while we was working, she had a head job on. And the thing of it is if it was an all female, like say it was nothing but females in the business, she didn't have to wear the hijab. But if a man walks in, let's say you accidentally walked in to ask a question because you were lost and her head was uncovered, and one of the guys that was in her culture saw that, it's not her fault. He would beat the shit out of her.
But I'm like this right here.
He said, I don't need help making another song about me. You mean you don't need her? Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I made one about him. I'm sorry. Oh, Saturday's your birthday? I'm gonna make you a birthday song. Go to my page, get my email address, and then I'm gonna send you a birthday song.
I'm gonna say this right here. They, I don't know what to say about that, but I'm like they could wear if they in a family that got that tradition. You see what I'm saying? Okay, but
But a lot of women don't want to be in that tradition. They're born in it and they don't like it. And like when they try to like that's like the movie Sally Fields. Have you seen that movie that Sally Fields did years ago?
which one?
I think it was called Not Without My Daughter. She
Yeah,
married a dude that was in that culture, and when she got as an American, she went over to his country and he started enacting his the way that they live over there on her, and she had to escape with her life because over there those women, man. And when it's a lot of stuff, but I don't want to get into it because I'm gonna say allegedly because I don't want to get your page
yeah.
in trouble. But it's a lot of stuff that I researched and I saw for myself. I've actually seen live documentations on it, and those women, I feel so bad for them.
But I'm like this right here.
Hold
It's
on, Edward about to get his butt whooped, bro. Read that comment. He about to get his butt whooped.
but I'm gonna say this right here on that right now, right?
Bro, read his comment.
Why who you yelling at?
You. I asked you to
I
read
I'll
Evan's
read it.
comment.
I'll read it after I get finished. Whatever for the say.
Hmm. All right. So when I have an attitude, you're gonna know why.
Oh well, you already had that too. What's the difference?
You can tell that's my brother. I take all kinds of stuff.
But I like this right here.
Uh huh.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Whole lot of tradition. I don't care what country, whatever. Right? It's a whole lot of tradition, and it always learned behavior. You know what I'm saying? And what it's going to take is some of the men in the family got to have to break that. You feel what I'm saying? To break that tradition, they gonna have to step up with them. And I want to say it. Some of them are not gonna step up to step aside them for that. You see what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens after that. But shoot, what I'm about to say? Oh yeah. Uh, um, what was that? What was that? What was that? Do they had another one, right? They had another one. Let's see. They said looks really don't matter. They said looks do not break or make attractions together. True or false?
I'm not gonna be sitting up there looking at no goddamn Flavor Flav talking about I love you. Mm-mm. Looks do matter.
In what sense?
Like I said, I'm not gonna look at Flavor Flav. I could. Mm-mm. That wouldn't happen.
but
Mm-mm.
but so other words, you saying looks do matter, but at the same time, you might get a pretty boy. Might get a pretty boy.
I don't want a pretty boy. I want somebody I can look at. I want somebody that has respect. I want somebody that got common sense. I want somebody that's going to provide with me. Somebody's going to work with me. We're going to get along together and do things together as a couple. I
But
can't. Mm-mm. I don't want no Flavor Flav. I have a right to say what I want and what I don't want. I don't want nobody looking like I don't give a damn if he's the sweetest pie. Dude, you Flavor Flav.
See, that's yeah, but that's some women really don't care. You know what I'm saying? Long as he is have respect, love it, and all that other BS. You know what I'm saying? The other stuff. That's some women don't care.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I'm
don't want no
saying?
pretty boy. I don't need a pretty boy. I need a man that's gonna love and like you say, love and respect yourself. Because when you love and respect yourself, you can see through all the BS. I want that kind of man.
And I'm like this right here, cause I don't care. I don't care he on the ugly duckling side or he on the pretty boy side, cause he can be some of them can be rude. Feel what I'm saying? As I say, but this is the question I got for all the women, right? All the women that's still in the chat and you together. Why when a man said he preferred this type of woman, there's some women want to jump down his throat.
You know what? That's a question that she would just want a thug to pull her hair. No, I want a thug. I want a thug to kick my ass. That's what I want.
But but but
I never understood that myself. I never understood that because every man has a right, or every person has a right to choose who they love. You can't tell somebody, oh, you can't choose this person for this and that reason. That's a woman that thinks that she feels like she's entitled to have that person is entitled to do what she says, and that's wrong. No, do
yeah.
what you do.
See, I'm like this right here. You'll see some. I know you'll see some on TikTok, YouTube. Some women, oh, he's this, he's that, whatever. But at the same time, he can't have his own preference. You see what I'm
A
saying?
man he can marry who be with whoever he want to. I Let me tell you something. I used to like, and people didn't know. I used to see like black men that had a lot of money, and
Mm-hmm.
like one day I had bought me a brand new car, and I had a convertible, and I was waiting for someone, and this Caucasian lady, she was sitting in a, it was like, what was it, a Bentley, a convertible Bentley, and the black guy got out and he kissed her, and then she looked over at me like, and I looked, I said, and I gave her thumbs up, and she got mad. Like, what I'm supposed to get mad because you scored him for? I gave a bitch a thumbs up. I was like, there you go, girl. That's what I'm talking about. And she looked at me like, what? Like, yeah,
Mm.
what am I getting mad at you for? That's that he wants you, you want him. But I'm gonna let you know, you probably ain't the only one.
But I'm gonna say this right. Here's another thing. Here's another right here. I got this for conversation with Kay. You know who I'm talking about. I would need her. I would, is it what she be saying is Dr. Wall stuff. Know what I'm saying? Man, who if she
We
put
need to do something with Edward. We need to do something with Edward.
but this what she put right here. Men who don't like women
Mhm.
love making them feel small because he doesn't love himself.
Okay, but my thing is this: if he, what happened where she would say that because he chose someone else?
I don't know, but this what I'm saying, right? Men who don't like women love making them feel small because he doesn't love himself. But she failed to realize, right? This was a whole bunch of them men got on her, and you know how they know when men make a point. You know how someone want to come to justify, but why is it when men don't like a woman?
She can't handle rejection. That's what it is.
Bingo,
A lot of
bingo.
women cannot handle rejection. They will try to tear that man down and make him out, out to be the worst monster in the world. He's not a monster. He just don't want your butt.
hmm And, and then wanted to go put love making them feel small because he doesn't love him. He probably love himself enough to have peace with itself without all that toxicity. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because she probably a hellion.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this too. But where is that same energy when some women do the same damn thing she talking about men do?
They don't, man. We talking about people that you asking her to take accountability. That ain't gonna happen.
What is accountability? Oh, I just thought that some people don't have common sense. They stepped out of that line.
Oh yeah, they don't know what that means. They
Yeah,
thought
no, no, no.
some of these black women, when God said get in line for common sense, some of these black women thought he said come get a quick weave. For real, because these women are stupid. They're stupid. Oh, he don't love himself. Oh, he don't like this. Oh, he must be gay. Oh, he this. Oh, he that. Because you can't take rejection.
Hmm.
Not every man or woman is the same today. True, grateful.
Yeah,
Very,
yeah,
very
you're right.
true.
You're right about that,
For
grateful. And
instance, you can say one thing to one that think nothing's wrong with it. Wait a minute. I can't see my damn glasses. You can say one thing to one that think nothing wrong is with saying that, but then you talk to another and they have a problem with what you had said, and that is so true, man. That's
hmm
true. He hit the
hmm
nail on the head. That is so true.
see, and I have said this before. Yeah, there's some women out there that's no good, right? There's some men out there that's no good,
Right.
and them no good men and women will go get with somebody
And hurt
knowing
them.
they don't and hurt them. And guess what? Guess what happened to them men and women?
They end up going out hurting somebody else, a
There
cycle.
you go. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. So
Yeah.
why should this is a good question right here. This is a good question right here. Why can't men and women be honest with each other?
Why?
Yeah.
Because first of all, if you got a guy that's a cheater, he wants to have everything to himself, selfishness. He's
Hmm.
not thinking about the woman's feelings, and the woman that's doing the same thing, she's not thinking about the guy's feelings. They don't think about the person feelings that they're hurting. It's all about them. It's selfishness. A
Yeah.
lot of it is just purely selfishness.
I'm gonna say this right here. Men and women that do that, right? They
Hmm.
always want to put down the other men and women, and say it try to disrespect them. But guess what? Them men and women that does that to the opposite sex is I'm gonna tell you, they are what word I'm trying to figure out the word I'm looking for. They don't like themselves that much. Because they project what they feeling on to somebody else. What you feel what I'm saying? What going on? They
Yeah,
like they're projected on that other person. So
right.
they don't like themselves. They don't, like I said, they don't love or respect themselves. When you don't love and respect yourself, how you gonna have love and respect for somebody else?
That's very true. That's very true.
But yeah, about time to get out of here. All right, I will be live tomorrow night. What tomorrow?
I'll be
Thursday,
in I'll be in class tomorrow.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
I'll probably hit you up on Friday. Or
Yeah,
I'll probably what you know what I'll do. I'll just click on and make sure that you're running, but I won't be able to participate because I'll be in class tomorrow.
yeah. We want you to feel that class. I want to have. Look, I want to have. I want you to say that you feel the class cost of me.
Oh, don't worry, I'll blame you. It don't matter. I will.
I already know you will anyway. I already know you will
All right.
anyway. But
Okay, you guys. Thank you for joining my brother and supporting him. I really appreciate you guys so much. My brother, when you hear us talk, we're not mad. It's just that we talk like that off the phone when we on the phone, and people will swear to God we arguing, but we're not.
It just
Thank you for supporting the Wolfpack family. Thank you for supporting 20 East um, Network. Um, take care of yourself. Edward, I will probably, hopefully, you'll hit me up and I'll see you in the chat on Saturday if you're not going to be out partying. Everybody that joined tonight, be safe and be blessed on purpose and stay vigilant.
yeah. And I'm going to say this: when me and her do what we do, right? It's it's different perspective of situations. Basically, it differs perspective. And thing is, we as humans, we all are not going to agree. Husband and wife don't agree with each other. Am I right? Together.
Yeah, you're right. Well, nobody always agree, and if you
Mm,
go into a relationship thinking that you're going to always agree, you have wrong expectations.
yeah. And I'm gonna say this right here: with things I be talking about, is serious subjects, and I want to say shout out to the prayers and thoughts goes out to that little girl family. I hope some situation comes of that, and I hope some kind of justice comes of that. And be careful who you who you be around. Be careful where you go, and be careful what you do. But shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody else, my brothers and sisters. Thank you for the prayers and the condolences that came my way. And for everybody, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. For everybody want to know. And you know what? Because when you,
Hi.
hey, baby wolf. Ooh, that hurt my ears. I had to take my ear. I had to take my hold on, make sure I got my hearing. But to to know something, you gotta love and respect yourself. Because when you love and respect yourself, you see through all the BS. Self love is the best kind of love. Because who could love you better than you can love yourself? Peace. We out.
Elevate your mind. D Truth TV. Welcome to D Truth TV. Yeah, you already know what time it is. Let's go. Yeah, turn the volume up. If it ain't true, don't press play. Welcome to the lie where the facts don't hide.
B-Truth TV, going live, real stories, no disguise. President of the Wolfpack, open up your eyes. 20 East, stand tall, hear the wisdom when you speak. Elevate your mind every time you hit the screen. Love yourself first, that's the code, that's the key. Self-love, the realest kind of love you'll ever see. He don't spoon feed lies, he say check it yourself. Do the research, stack the knowledge on the shelf. No gossip in the chat, bring receipts to stay quiet. Truth hit different when the fake can't deny it. Stories from the streets, real pain, real glory. Every live session feel like documentary stories. Not here for clout, not chasing no fame. Just lighting up minds while exposing the game. People wanna argue but the facts don't bend. He teaches self-respect before you follow trends. Cause when you love through manipulation get blurred. You can see through nonsense clear. B-Truth TV, going live, real stories, no disguise. President of the Wolfpack, open up your eyes. 20 East, stand tall, hear the wisdom when you speak. Elevate your mind every time you hit the stream. Love yourself first, that's the code, that's the key. Self-love, the realest kind of love you'll ever see. He say elevate your thoughts, don't settle for less. Now legit, heavy like a weight on your chest. Challenge what you hear, don't believe every sound. Truth stands strong when the rumors fall down. Internet loud, but integrity louder. Fake energy fade when your spirit get prouder. One of a kind, can't copy that lane. Motivation mixed with a little street game. If they twist in the story, he correcting the view. Don't trust me blindly, go fact check it too. Who will love you better than you love yourself? Can't buy peace of mind sitting high on the shelf. Respect in the mirror, that's wealth untold. Self-love turn pressure into diamonds. D-Truth TV. TV, going live. Real stories, no disguise. President of the Wolf Pack, open up your eyes. 20 East, stand tall, hear the wisdom when you speak. Elevate your mind every time you hit the street. TV, going live. Real stories, no disguise. President of the Wolf Pack, open up your eyes. 20 East, stand tall, hear the wisdom when you speak. Elevate your mind every time you hit the stream.
Love the respect you, let the fake fall away. Self-love, the strongest thing, walking earth today.
D-Truth TV, going live. Open up your eyes. D-Truth TV, going live. Open up your eyes. D-Truth TV.